So we are on our way to Ontario Airport, which is like an hour drive from us, and we left a little late. So we're gonna get there right before 9, and our plane starts boarding at 9:16. Luckily, we made it right on time, and we are on our way to Puerto Rico. And we have officially arrived in Puerto Rico.
Todo el tiempo. Aquí siempre el clima está así bien caliente.
So that driver just dropped us off and we rented a car, and now we are on our way to our Airbnb. But I just wanted to mention how the streets of Puerto Rico reminded me a lot of LA. I felt like I was always in LA because of the freeways and the cities and buildings. Everything just reminded me of LA for some reason. I felt like I was at home. My favorite part of this whole Airbnb was the view. The blue skies and water just reflected with the white sofa and walls, and everything just looked so bright and blue and breathtaking. So here we were on our way back to the airport to pick up Jessica's cousin, who came on a separate plane. And when we got back, we went downstairs to the ocean and we wanted to check out the water and see how it felt. And surprisingly, it was cold. The whole trip, the water was pretty chilly. And I was surprised because it's Caribbean. Like in Jamaica, the water was really warm. This is our first night out. We went out to have dinner, and the workers found out that it was Jessica's birthday trip, so they brought her a drink and surprised her. Night times, they would shut down all the restaurants and bars, and it would turn into a dance party till like 5 a.m. even, and people would just be out partying all night. Got ready here to go down to the beach and book the jet skis and banana boat so that we can do it. But by the time we went to breakfast and they brought our food and everything, we got late. So we were supposed to go the next day, and we did. But the recording that they had done of us, the workers had lost the camera in the ocean that day, so I don't have the footage for that. This pancake was huge. I only ate like 1 or 2 pancakes out of the 5. Since breakfast took long and we didn't make it to our jet ski and banana boat today, we decided to just chill at the beach, and we bought some of this alcohol-free pina coladas, and yeah, just chilled at the beach. This was the night before Jessica's birthday, so we went out to look for somewhere to eat first, like somewhere to have dinner, and it was already too late, so everything had shut down and turned into a party again. So we couldn't really find anything to eat. Ended up eating Burger King that night through a drive-thru. We were in the old San Juan here, and the streets here were so hard to drive. They were like one way, super narrow, and there was no parking, absolutely like no parking. We had to park a little far and walk up hills and down hills. Also, I was in heels. They were small heels, yes, but due to the mountains that I was climbing, I got the worst blisters that would burn every time I got into the ocean. We did drive all the way here to look for somewhere to eat, and there was absolutely none. As you can see, the restaurants weren't serving food anymore. We just stood around a little and then went back home and got the Burger King on the way home. This morning was March 5th, and it was Jessica's actual birthday morning. Her cousins surprised her with music and a birthday cake and gifts this morning and woke her up like this. After we got all dressed up, we went back to the old San Juan now during the daytime, so that we can walk around and explore the whole city.
Acompañada de las flores como símbolo del resurgir de la vida. Como les decía, durante los últimos 167 años, estas estatuas han estado en San Juan, no siempre en Plaza de Armas, en un tiempo pasado.
Look at this one here.
Kitty. All those cats were walking around, but this one cat was sitting at the top there and he had his head held high the whole time, like he was the king of that castle. And here it says, I guess you can donate or adopt these cats. So if you're interested, I don't know what the requirements are, but you can adopt. If you're ever in Puerto Rico, I do recommend checking out the old San Juan because during the day especially, all the buildings are really colorful and historical. It's really pretty, and if you like taking pictures, they make great backgrounds for your pictures. After all the walking we did, we finally passed by a restaurant and had dinner, and then we did some more walking and gift souvenir shopping, and the streets were empty now, so we were just exploring and walking around still.
Do you like it? Is it strong? I haven't tried it. Like clearly I'm like strong. Well, I'm not really a coffee person. Tea? Oh wow.
This morning we woke up like before sunrise because we had to drive an hour out to another city to meet with the people who were gonna take us on a boat tour to Culebra Island and do all the snorkeling and scuba diving type of activities. And it was somewhere that was like 40 feet deep, they said, so that the people who were doing scuba diving would do the scuba diving, and we went in and just snorkeled.
You're going to be up here when you get to the water and no more than those hips.
Yeah, it takes it up.
You want to breathe, be comfortable.
I was actually kind of nervous to go in the water here because it was 40 feet deep, so the water is dark underneath since it's so deep that I couldn't really see if there's any sharks down there. But you know, YOLO, we went in. I also at first didn't feel comfortable wearing the snorkeling gear because I didn't want to see fish underneath me because I felt like I would have a heart attack. So I went in without any of the floaties or eye goggles or any of the snorkeling gear. I just went in the water and started swimming just like that.
Thanks, sir. Welcome.
Just hold on to your... No, I think you need to do this one for some reason on the left side. No, I just can't see on the left side. Ooh, it's cold! It's so cold! It's cold. I know, mine. It's so cold. You'll call the shark. Yeah, I'll be your It's not that cold. Honestly, it's not that bad.
Go ahead.
Are you okay? Don't get the yellow
I was struggling to keep myself up, so it was so exhausting because I had to paddle harder to keep myself up since I wasn't with floaties, and it was 40 feet deep. Underneath us were all the people who went down to do the scuba diving.
Woo! Let's go! Bitch, I'm talking about grip jumping. What are you talking about?
That was my mistake.
Come on! Go! I lost it somewhere in the ocean. Yeah. Oh, it's on, right? Can you see?
Yeah. Right? It's red on top.
I can't see at all.
Put your eyes. Hey.
You didn't get it? I did. I didn't even see that was you. Come on, Jenny. Go.
Puerto Rico is 18. Yeah, 18 legal in here.
Let's go. Go.
Now this is the second stop, and this is the Culebra Island. The water was stunning and you can see the fish swimming underneath it, but it was really cold. I was having a I could buy myself flowers, write my name in the sand moment.
Ow, I hit my toe.
And now here we are done with the tour and are on our way back. I thought this was so cute. Look at the little babies. We came to have breakfast and then go to the airport because our trip is sadly over. Bye, Puerto Rico. So this flight was actually delayed and we had a second flight after our layover that we hardly made it to. We didn't make it. They had shut the doors already, but there were a lot of us, so they had opened the doors and let everyone on. And luckily we made it on because they hardly ever open doors after it's been closed. After all the chaos of almost missing our flight, we made it back to Ontario Airport and we're just gonna have to drive an hour back to get home now.